morning, Ibu Pipi. Thank you very much for being consistent in attending our morning tea, Ibu Mitra, Ibu Pipi, and also other parents. Okay. For this morning, we will be having Ibu Sheila and Ibu Irene. Ibu Early has started her maternity leave, and yesterday was her last day, and we will be meeting her again, maybe in the new academic year, ya Bu Sheila ya. So,
Yes.
so this is
On
Ibu
July
Sheila.
29.
Okay. Yeah. So Ibu Sila at the moment is going to be with us for the morning tea to share any updates related to the curriculum or the academic side in our school. Ibu Irene is still on the way, maybe on the way, on the way to our meeting this morning. So yeah, from the academic side, at the moment we are finishing the reporting timeline, Bapak Ibu. So as you know that based on our assessment, strategies and policy, we are doing it ongoing, ya Bu Sila ya. So there is no particular, designated assessment time for the students, but we are doing it throughout our unit. So now the teachers are compiling all of the result and preparing for the reporting. As well as for grade 6, we are also doing the not only compiling all the assessment result for the kelulusan, nilai-nilai kelulusan, as well as the certificate atau ijazah nanti. Yeah, and last week we had some student activities that was led by our student council, and this is one of the learning experience that focus on the students agency and also students leadership. Yeah, so maybe later Ibu Irene can share what is the process behind the Earth Day event. So maybe you notice that some students from the student council, they came to the classes to present and to share some of their ideas and activities to commemorate the Earth Day, ya Bu Irene ya. So, but behind that, there are some student leadership, some student agencies that we promote through this program. Do you want to share it, Bu Irene?
Yes, Ibu Maria, thank you. Morning, Bapak Ibu. Like what Ibu Maria mentioned just now, yes, last week we held an Earth Day activity for all students from grade 1 up to grade 6. So the Student Council had an idea to celebrate the Earth Day that was on the 22nd of April, but we did it on the 23rd. It was last Friday. So yes, the student council, they proposed this event to me. Then we came to Ibu Maria and proposed the event. And this is purely come from the student council where they plan everything. They search for the activity. Even they created the rubric themselves. Me, I only listen to them and give some input or feedback. Everything comes from them. I only arrange the time where can they visit the class and also what should they say, like how to begin the presentation. That's it. Even the presentation, Bapak Ibu, they created themselves. I didn't do anything with the presentation. So they learn on how to build their self-confidence, like talking in front of the other people, children and teacher. They even learn how to pop in or jump in into the lesson, kind of like that. And also answering the questions, like some of the lower grade students, they even ask, what is the prizes? What is the present if you won? Kind of like that. So It's purely their initiative, and again, I only give feedback to them, and it was fun. And at the moment, they are still in the judging process, which I didn't do anything also about it. I only received the result later on. Yeah, that's Ibu Maria what I can share to the parents this morning. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you Bu Irene. So after the judging process, keputusan juri tidak dapat diganggu gugat ya Bu Irene ya.
Itu Bapak Ibu, itu keputusan dari student council, saya angkat tangan sama sekali.
They have their own perspective based on the rubrics that they have made, but we have guide them about the process, and rubric is also one of the tools to help them to make fair judgment, I guess, yeah, Bu Irene. Okay, so yeah, even though it is still the online learning, we are still trying to give the this learning experience to them. Yeah, it is too bad that we cannot have it on site. Yeah, there is less engagement in terms of the in-person meeting, but weekly, Ibu Irene, every week, Ibu Irene always has the meeting with them to listen to the ideas, to share things, and to prepare events. And for the next school year, we are going to make it stronger by having the houses, ya Bu Irene, ya.
Iya Bu Maria.
So hopefully we have started with the house. What is it? By introducing the houses starting last school year, but due to the pandemic, it is not really being emphasized, or there is no certain activities that that can make the houses more familiar with the students. But we always bring it up during the student assembly. Next school year, we are going to have the T-shirt, the houses T-shirt. That's the plan. So our secondary school student council, they are designing the design for the houses T-shirt, and maybe they will be collaborating with our student council. So this is also a continuum to have a collaborative work with from secondary and PYP in the student council, and some your children will be put in one house with the certain color, and the house T-shirt will be one of the uniform in 1 week. So that's the plan. So everybody from the teachers, even the parents, ya Bu Irene, ya. So the parents will belong to their children's house, right?
Yes, Bu Maria.
Yeah. So all siblings will be in the same house, right? Yes. Okay. And the teachers as well. So it's going to be fun, I guess. Yeah. And hopefully, when things get better, whatever the situation is, online or on site, we will have this house program more interesting for us. Okay. Alright. Ada yang mau sharing, Bapak Ibu? Anything? Okay. Any concern that I need to know? Wah, kesannya serius banget. Okay. If there is no sharing, then I would like to share about SPP pledge or the champion, right? So maybe during the online learning, you always hear about SPP pledge when the students started their lesson. So it goes back to our school culture or the values that we have. So every year we have a certain theme to be focused on, and we are approaching the end of the school year. Now we are planning for the new school theme for the new academic year. But for this school year, the theme is challenging students in a safe, supportive, and caring environment. So this theme is also part of the school logo in every email that our teachers or our staff have. So if you receive our email, the teachers or staff, you will see this school theme logo is part of it. So we are, with this pandemic situation, we are trying our best to still keep providing a safe, supportive, and caring environment in our teaching and learning. Right, so safe means like we also have the online learning agreement. That's also part of the safe environment that we would like to ensure with this online learning situation. Supportive and caring environment, yes, we have the learning support team that always monitor the progress of our students, not only academically, but also in other areas of their well-being. And about, it will relate to our 3 core values. This is something maybe that parents also would like to know that, yes, even at my background, we have that logo, SVP, respect, caring, and responsibility. Those are the 3 core values that we really emphasize in our community. And we would like our students to feel that also from our team, from our teachers and all staff at school. And if every morning you see, you hear the SVP pledge, SVP pledge, something like that, and it has the champion, right? The champion. What is champion? So we have the core values, we have the champion mindset, we have the school theme. Everything is related one another. So with the champion is our mindset. So we need to respect each other, being responsible to ourselves and our fellow human beings, and caring for one another. That's the core values. And we have the champion mindset. The qualities of an SVP champion is a mindset to lead and adapt to changes, to take on challenges courageously and creatively, and to seize the chance. So we want our students to have the champion mindset. What do we mean by a mindset? Mindset, basically, a mindset is a way of thinking, right? So we want our students to think as a champion who always be courageous. So the anagram of the champion, C for courageous, never giving up when faced with difficult circumstances, and supporting others when they are in have a problem. And honest, always being truthful and open in dealings with others. Active means taking action, being involved and participating in the life of school, family, and community. Mindful, this one is also something that really becomes our, what is it, focus. Mindfulness and being mindful of ourselves and others. Being mindful means paying close attention to or being especially conscious of something, watching our words and deeds. Be mindful of our words, be mindful of our deeds, what we are doing. To be mindful is the opposite of being distracted or careless. It also means taking time to collect your thoughts and enable you to refocus. A mindful person practices mindfulness. So the mindfulness activities like the breath practices and also the social bond is also part of keeping ourselves mindful and balanced. P for positive, having confidence in yourself and your opinions, and being also open-minded with the responses which you may not like. Okay. Innovative, being creative in finding a solution to challenges. This is the thing that we keep on having throughout this pandemic, challenges after challenges, but with the champion mindset, being innovative in finding the solution is what we want everyone in the school community to apply. O for open-minded, having or showing a mind receptive to new ideas or arguments, and unprejudiced, right? Noble, the end, the last letter, noble, committed to doing what is right, fair, principled, and respectful. And this is how we can recognize an SVP students that they have a champion mindset. So this is only a review of what SVP pledge or champion mindset that we try to nurture or instill in our children's daily learning experiences, right? All right. Any interesting sharing about this champion thing? The SVP pledge. Okay. All right then. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, next week on the 7th of May, we are going to have the trial class for grade 1. And it is going to be on site with the health protocol applied. So we are offering to open an on-site trial class for prospective parents. If you have any families, any friends who are interested to experience our teaching and learning, please do contact our Markom team so we can arrange for them to join our on-site trial classes. It will be done in one of the classroom and will be followed by an OLC activities, ya Bu Sila ya. Yeah, so please do contact us. Yes, Ibu Chetana, any question?
Madam, good morning.
Oh, Bapak, I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Bapak Pradhan.
Yeah, I have got another daughter. She is now 3 years old already. 3 years. So I want her to get admission in SVP. So is it possible?
For enrolling?
Yeah.
For enrolling, yes, you can contact our Markom team or admission, but for the on-site trial class is only for grade 1, the prospective grade 1
okay.
Students. I think 3 years old is in ECE now, right, Pak? For early childhood, right? If Angelina's sister is 3 years old, then she will be in early childhood education, not in primary school.
Okay, and it will be online?
I'm sorry, Pak?
It will be only online now?
For the early child education, we have the individualized on-site learning program. We have some program on-site with the parents' concern. So maybe I can contact you after this to explain about this.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Any other? Oh yeah. Next Friday, we are also going to have parents as learner. Ibu Aini, our curriculum coordinator, and Ibu Mariani, our librarian, they are going to talk about the academic integrity policy. This is something that we really value in our IB curriculum, ya Bu Sila ya, the academic integrity policy, especially when we had the PYP exhibition last time. This is something that the students need to really be aware of, yeah, the importance of academic integrity, as simple as quoting or referencing, making the reference for their research, their article. So this is part of the academic integrity. Kadang-kadang kita lupa main copy paste tanpa mencantumkan dari mana asalnya, and for us that's something that kurang tidak baik dalam dari pembelajaran kita. So we need to acknowledge the intellectual property. So intellectual property is something that we really need to acknowledge. So if please do attend the pulse so you will know how we apply the academic integrity in our school. Anak-anak sejak di SD sudah belajar kok menerapkan academic integrity ini ya Bu Sheila ya.
Yes, Ibu Maria, even starting grade 3, they learn how to cite references. But of course, we scaffold the steps. So if in grade 3 is very simple, and then starting grade 6, try to follow the APA styles.
Iya.
Pak Ibu.
Iya, so it is important. Penting loh Bapak Ibu untuk mengajarkan anak-anak academic integrity supaya nanti ketika mereka menulis kalau di kita kan kalau menulis yang lebih serius mereka sudah bisa citing dengan correct. Bahkan di ICI saja kita sudah harus men-scaffold itu ya Bu Sheila ya.
Iya. Kalau di ICI, we teach the small students how to, for example, if they read something, they need to mention like, oh, I read it from this book. Gitu, jadi try to acknowledge where they get that information.
Gitu. Intellectual property. Oke, jadi bahkan kemarin kelas 6 mereka menggunakan APA format ya Bu Sheila ya untuk site
for their exhibition project.
For their exhibition project. Ya, silahkan datang ke Parents as Learner kami minggu depan untuk belajar tentang hal tersebut bersama Ibu Aini dan Ibu Ani, Ibu Mariani. Oke, nanti akan kami kirimkan surat remindernya beserta linknya. I think that's all from us. Yes, Ibu.
Iya, pagi Bu Maria.
Pagi.
Ibu mau tanya kabarnya Lausahana gimana?
Oh, she is okay. Kemarin sih sudah melakukan PCR. Nanti saya akan update lagi dengan dia. Tapi she's okay Bu. Dia baik-baik saja. Memang sudah sehat kembali. Beliau hanya sempat tidak mengajar di 1 atau 2 hari pertama. Setelah itu kembali mengajar seperti biasa online.
Oh, gitu. Iya, Bu Maria. Cuman mau ini aja, tahun depan kan, tahun ajaran baru ini kan kemungkinan anak-anak masuk sekolah juga ya. Ada kemungkinan seperti itu ya. Dan mungkin mulai banyak parents juga yang mulai mempertimbangkan untuk masukin anak ke sekolah tahun ajaran depan. Nah, saya mau ini Bu Maria, bisa nggak ya sekolah kasih jaminan gitu ya, info kalau ada kejadian misalnya terjadi positif dari staff atau guru di situ, itu diinfo ke parents. Kalau yang kemarin kejadian terakhir yang saya taunya Lause terkena COVID itu berdasarkan informasi sendiri ya, cari info sendiri jadinya ya.
Bu.
Saya tuh kemarin pas tahu Lause nggak ngajar di kelas anak saya gitu kan, karena sakit gitu kan, cuman kan sakitnya apa nggak tahu. Terus kemudian ya banyak lah yang mulai dari info-info yang nggak formal gitu ya Bu Maria. Terus saya nungguin kok dari sekolah, biasanya kan Pak Steven kirim surat ya kalau ada mengenai kondisi staf atau guru di SVT, kok nggak ada suratnya gitu. Jadi pikir apakah bisa sekolah itu memberi informasi memang kayak kalau setiap ada kejadian seperti itu diinfo aja ke parents, nggak apa-apa, sebagai bahan pertimbangan juga Bu Maria untuk nanti tahun ajaran baru seperti apa. Kita juga mau tahu kan kondisi guru staf di SVP itu seperti apa daripada cari info sendiri. Gitu Bu Maria ya.
Iya. Terima kasih Bu Tika untuk remindernya. Memang sih bukan maksud kami nutup-nutupin sih Bu, enggak sih, cuma memang kadang itu terlewat saja gitu. Kemarin sih kami, jadi memang setiap hari tuh this is the thing that we always been dealing gitu. Jadi one thing lead to another. Jadi mohon maaf kalau kami terlewat, we miss this karena bukan maksudnya nutup-nutupin, cuma memang kadang we focus on the procedure internal procedure first to make sure that the ones who are having contact are okay gitu Bu. Dan semua yang terlibat atau terkontak langsung memang langsung kita follow up gitu, bahkan yang berhubungan dengan siswa IOLP di ECE karena kebetulan kan memang keponakannya Ibu Hana juga ikut onsite IOLP dan itu kita di WhatsApp group juga kita sampaikan semuanya langsung kepada yang berhubungan. Cuma memang kami mohon maaf kalau itu terlewat untuk memberitahukan kepada komunitas yang lebih luas gitu. Nanti kami akan pastikan bila ada sesuatu pasti kami informasikan gitu. Tapi kalau secara internal sudah dijelaskan dengan sedetail-detailnya gitu Bu. Tapi terima kasih untuk pengingatnya.
Iya, sama-sama ya Bu Maria.
Ya, sama-sama Bu. Memang ini situasi yang kita harus terus hadapi. Terima kasih banget sudah diingatkan. Ya semoga nanti di tahun ajaran depan saya juga sebagai pihak sekolah juga belum bisa memastikan mesti bagaimana Bu Tika karena masih menunggu perkembangannya. Mau bikin plan juga variabelnya terlalu besar juga apa yang harus dipikirkan. Kami sih sudah membuat rough plan ya, pasti intinya kami tetap harus berusaha menyediakan baik online dan onsite gitu. Cuma detailnya bagaimana karena dengan jumlah murid yang berbeda saja mungkin pengaturannya berbeda gitu. Kami juga sudah mulai memikirkan segregation di dalam sekolah supaya kontak-kontak seperti itu bisa diminimalkan gitu. Ya. Oke. Adakah pertanyaan lagi? Oh ya, dan hari Senin besok kami akan mengadakan vaksinasi yang kedua, yang kalau kemarin kita jadi sentra vaksinasi itu Bu yang hari Sabtu. Nah, ini kan kita akan memberikan yang dosis keduanya. Dan karena tanggal 1 adalah tanggal merah dan pihak dinas kesehatan tidak bisa melakukannya di hari Sabtu itu, mereka meminta kita untuk memfasilitasi melakukannya di hari Senin. Nah, ini yang vaksinasi untuk seluruh staf SVP ditambah dengan vaksinasi bagi komunitas eksternal seperti beberapa sekolah yang ada di sini, lalu beberapa dinas-dinas kepemerintahan. Nah, itu akan kami lakukan dosis keduanya di hari Senin. Pada hari Senin itu kegiatan belajar mengajar akan tetap berjalan ya. Untuk yang SD, yang onsite learning juga akan tetap berjalan. Nanti kami akan informasikan tentang arrangement pengantaran dan penjemputannya. Tapi pastinya kegiatan belajar mengajar akan tetap berjalan seperti biasa. Guru-guru akan tetap mengajar, baik yang online terutama, karena yang mengajar onsite mereka vaksinasinya sudah dilakukan sebelumnya. Yang akan dapat dosis kedua tanggal 3 adalah semuanya yang mengajar online. Tapi mereka akan tetap mengajar, mereka hanya datang untuk ke booth vaksinasinya saat mereka tidak mengajar, lalu melanjutkan tugas mereka sambil diobservasi masing-masing dan dimonitor masing-masing, dan bila ada sesuatu mereka bisa datang ke klinik kita. Jadi hari Senin akan ramai di sekolah karena ada vaksinasi dosis kedua untuk beberapa institusi. Kami sih sudah menjaga supaya kegiatan belajar mengajar tetap bisa berjalan seperti biasa. Ini informasinya. Ya, ada tambahan lagi kah Bu Airin, Bu Sheila? Tidak ada. Oke. Bila tidak ada lagi, terima kasih sudah hadir hari ini bersama kami. Terima kasih untuk feedback-nya. Kami sangat menghargai. Sampai bertemu lagi di minggu depan, Bapak Ibu. Semoga semua sehat-sehat dan baik-baik seluruh keluarga.
Terima kasih, Bu.
Terima kasih, Bu.
Sehat.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Bu.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. You're welcome.